coming in. So, welcome everyone to day number 3. Yes, welcome everyone to day number 3. It's very. I appreciate everybody for showing up in this journey of progress. We started this. I think it's becoming this second week right now, and we are going to be going with this for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 or more weeks. Yes, personal development is very important. I see that we are having some new people joining us this evening. So without taking much of our time again, would like our leader, Icon, in this business to continue in this assignment. Thank you for joining us once again. Everybody, welcome. I see we have a lot of new people here right now. So let's get to it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Seyi Omotunde. And good evening, everyone. It's been a wonderful section so far. This is our third section on this journey of personal development. If you are just joining right now, please maintain decorum and don't always make sure you mute yourself because of the background sound. We have covered like 2 topics, which is the first topic is the mission and the vision of NeoLife, and the second topic, which I did on Saturday last week, is your why of joining NeoLife. So today, I'm going to talk about the importance of training, because once you have already embarked on NeoLife journey business, the next thing is to know what the business is all about. So for the sake of the new people around us, so I would like to introduce myself once again. My name is Seyi Omotunde. I'm a 3B director in the business, and I've already been in this business for 15 years ago. Today, I have achieved a lot of things through this wonderful company. I have my own personal cars. I'm living large. I spend money the way like I don't work for it. In terms of health-wise, I've gained a lot of strength to this wonderful company. Financially, that one is certain. Travel around the world. In fact, I can't just say I'm tired of it, because I still want to go around further and more. So today, I will be talking about importance of training. As I said, when you have already embarked on this NeoLife journey, the next thing is to know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, definitely you might start doing it wrong, and you will think you are doing the right thing. And there is a difference between doing the right thing and doing the things right. You might even be doing the right thing, but you might not do it right. Am I communicating?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So you have to do the right thing and you have to do things right. Both 2 things are very, very important. If you are doing the right thing, you have to do it right. If you don't do it right, the result you want might not come very quick or as expected. So how can you do the right thing? How can you do it right? If you want to do the right thing and you want to do the things right, you have to learn it through the people who have already know how the journey is. And those are the people you met in the system. Before you join this wonderful company, there should be someone ahead of you. That one is certain. You can't just fall into the business without the truth of someone. And the person might be your sponsor. The person might be the top leader in your reputable team. As your sponsor or your team leader, what is certain is you have to pass through someone to join this wonderful business. So we pass through someone, that person will be there as the one that will hold your hands to walk the tour of the journey with you. So one of the first mistakes a lot of people do is, some people, when they partner with this organization called NeoLife, they thought they have know everything because of the education or they are graduate or so things. So let me make this clear to you. You might be a graduate, you might be a professor, you might be a philosopher, a doctorate. But what I just know is, when you join this business, all what you learn in school might not help you to succeed in this business. So whatever you learn in school, you have to calm down, let them teach you on how you can work this business successfully. Because the way this business is being programmed or planned is quite different from our regular curriculum in school. I mean, syllabus, or you can call it curriculum, you can call it a topic, you can call any department you have. It's quite different from your regular curriculum. So you have to follow the track of fortunate people, the track of those who have already been in business, and that track will help you shape your own journey and work it successfully through as those you met in the way or in the system work it successfully. No one wanted to succeed in life without training, no matter who you are or where you will be, even outside this business. If you want to become a mechanic, you will go and train. You might spend 2-3 years before you know it. If you want to become a fashion designer, if you want to become a hairdresser, if you want to become anything, you have first and foremost, you must go to someone that you will learn from him or her, or the person will teach you on how to do that. No one can fall. No one ever fall from heaven with knowledge. We will have to learn the knowledge. Whatever you want to know, you have to pass through training. Even before metals before iron become a sword, before iron or metal becomes a cutlass, it passed through fire. No iron or metal will become cutlass, as or a sword without passing through fire. So that fire is the training the metal undergoes before it becomes useful. So for you to become useful, you must pass a training. And that is why attending training is very, very important. It might be online training, it might be physical training, it might be one-on-one training. In as much as the gathering or the center or that platform will increase the knowledge in your reputable fields or in the areas you embark or you are working with, that is what is called training. Those or someone that wants to train you is called trainer, and you are the trainees. So whatever you wanted to learn, you must calm down, uh, lower your ego, submit your pride, because those are the things that always overtake or overwhelm some people, that will not make them to see the clear picture of why they have to attend training or to participate in the training. Am I communicating?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So training is very, very important. So let me now start giving you an importance of training. Number one thing that training will make you to become is in your field. Let me say in NeoLife, training will make you to be relevant. If you want to become relevant in this business, you must participate in training. Your relevancy determines the amount of training and how far you have gone or you have participated in the training will determine your relevancy. When people are talking about the business and you want to defend what you know, you have to learn those things to defend yourself or to convince people that this business is real. Like you want to change the people who have negative, who have become a mediocre with this business. How can you convince them to the extent that they will see you as someone that is very different? They will see what you say as a truth. They will see truth in what you say. You have to know how to build that confidence, how to build that strength, how to be able to talk without convincing yourself. Because sometimes one of the things that is scared people or you are losing people, that people don't want to join you, is from what you say in front of them, you are convincing yourself. You convince yourself, which you may not know, but people you are talking to, they know that you are not saying the right thing. But when you attend a training and the training have become part and parcel of you, no one will throw a question to you that you will not have a perfect or the best answer for the questions. Like someone like me, and someone just want to throw a question to me about NeoLife. I don't know the angles or any question the person wanted to throw at me that I won't be able to answer or to respond even before the person lands, because I have participated in the training for about 4 years before I became a director. Like I said, I talked in my first section. I give a lot of circumstances, and I tell my stories before I arrive to the level I am today. So if you want to become a relevant, you must participate in training, and not just training, not just come once and disappears. You have to be consistent training, because that consistency is what will make you relevant when you become a director, when you become a leader. So be relevant is very, very important. Then the second training is going to do for you is to build the confidence, the courage in you, because this business needs a lot of courage. For the very first time, like those who are introverts, they are not extroverts, they can't talk, they always feel shy. How can you build that courage when you go out to share the product, when you go out to prospect? How can you be able to prospect? You are going to develop that confidence, that courage in training. It is easy for you, even if you have a courage before and you have a confidence before, if it is easy for you to lose those confidence and courage if you don't come to training, if you don't participate in training. Okay, this is one of the training I'm talking about, where Mr. Seyi Omotunde organized this kind of online training, and it made it free for everything. Now look at the link, the amount of link we have shared to so many groups, and right now we have 24 people. You see, so where are the other people? Because they might not taking this serious, because it is free. But for someone who knows the importance of learning, a little chances of having a chance to learn something, will take it serious. And one of the things I learned about network marketing industry is a lot of our training, or many of our training, are free. And that is why network marketers, sometimes they are lazy, because they always look ahead, like, if I don't go to training today, I will go next week. But what the person fails to understand is, what you are going to learn this week, you won't learn it that next week, because we are going to treat, as a leader, we are going to treat different topics. What you lost this week, it might be after 3 or 4 months, the leader will repeat the same training. And even if the leader wanted to repeat the same training, it won't be the same. What the leader is going to say, it will never remain the same like what the leader said this week. So attending training, by all costs, I can't say it's an option. I will categorically say it's a must, but the choice is yours if you want to make it an optional for yourself. I'm talking from experience. It has helped a lot. Okay, let me take it from this angle. If someone like me, or like us, because we are many under Mrs. Belolanike, if someone like us doesn't participate in training, by 2015, when mommy think like I have become a 5-diamond director, and I wanted to have a time freedom for my family. So you guys spread to the world, starting building your training. When you need my support, call me. Now, if we are not equipped with knowledge, with a lot of training, Can we be able to stand today? No. Even if we can be able to stand, can we be able to remain relevant in NeoLife today? No, we can't. And we might not survive it. Why? Because why mommy also think like we are enough, we are built enough to spread to the world and starting building our business? Because mommy have confidence in us. He believe that what we have been learning so far is okay for us to rule our world. And that is where we are today. A lot I have a training in Ibadan. I have in Ghana some of leaders that we train under mommy together, like Ahmed Okune. We have a training in East. So many people, we spread all around and we are building our business. And when we need the attention of Mrs. Bello, we called, but trust me, with the training we have, I don't think we do call Mrs. Bello often, because whatever we know, what we have to ask, we have already know it. Even when we call mommy to ask, which is Mrs. Bello, it will even feel like, are you asking me this kind of question? So there is a question we can ask simply because we have equipped ourselves with training. That is why in our own time of building the business, Mrs. Bello and Mr. Bankdele doesn't make us to joke with training. If you don't participate in training, you are in soup. They will treat your fuck up. They don't want to know either you are from rich family or you are from poor family. Also, you are not attending training, they will treat your fuck up. And by then, when they are doing when they are giving us those kind of attitude, to us, we are thinking like, why is it up to? What is it up to this? But at the long run, when we also become a leader, that is when we realize that, oh, what all these leaders are doing then is simply because they want best for us. Are you here with me?
Yes.
So they want best for us. So if your leader is making training an important, or it doesn't give you an option, that leader wants best for you. And if a leader is sacrificing his time or a time to organize a training like this, like what Mr. Seyi Omotunde did, he wants best for you. So your own duty is not to disappoint the leaders. Because when leader organize a training and you don't come, you might mean that you disappoint that leader, but I will tell you, you disappoint yourself. Why? Because what that leader wanted to teach you, he has already know it. He wants to pass through that training to you so that you also can become a leader. And if you don't come, that means that you are losing your leadership. The knowledge of leaders that you should have acquired from him, you are missing it. So training will make you relevant, and training will build your confidence and courage in you. That the next thing that training is going to do for you is to make you know the right thing and how to do the things right. So many people are doing this business in the wrong way. Even some senior manager, even some directors, he doesn't know how to build, how to convince people. He doesn't know the skills to talk to people, simply because he just became a director with lack of development. When we are talking about personal development, it doesn't care about title or status. You might become Ruby directors and you might not develop. Are you here with me?
Yes.
So, Mr. Seyi, I'm not you. I want those guys to drop their.
So, guys, you can drop it on the chat box.
If you understand what I've said so far, so let me see your chat box. Say yes in the chat box. So I don't want
you can talk too. You want to talk?
Talking to myself. Hello, I haven't seen your hands. Okay, Amsterdam Cider, yes. Taibat, yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Thank you for that. So training will make you to know what you are going to do to do the right thing and to do the things right. Like I said, personal development is not all about title and status. There are so many leaders in NeoLife that even senior manager develop more than that leaders. And the leaders in that training even know that this person developed more than me. But when they develop that senior manager as, you still have to respect him as a leader. So one of the things that will make you to reach the top and remain there is two things. Difference between reaching the top and remain there. You might reach the top, you might not remain there. But the secret that will make you to reach the top and remain there is the personal development you have from the consistency training you're participating in. A lot of people always pushing their downlines, or let me say, a lot of people always looking after PV, point value. But point value can come itself if you have personal development. So instead of you always looking around PV, why can't you having PD? In my own training, I don't ever force my team. I have never enforced my team to do 500 points. I've never enforced my team to do 1,000 points. But right now, as I speak, my team member on this live section, they can testify. Like, as I speak, many of my team never done nothing less than 250 points, even at the last week of the month. Because in my own personal training, we categorize our program during the weeks. So during the last week of the month is when my team member go to the field for marketing. And even if it's that only 1 week, none of them ever done nothing less than 250 points. We have those who do 500 points. And 500 points is not, they don't use their money to do it. They have customers out there. What do they use to develop all those customers? Is personal development. Instead of me driving them out to go and look for PV, I teach them how they can retain customers. I teach them how they can create new and retain those customers. I support their customer with incentive. You can see that. Why am I doing that? Because I developed. I know what to do at the right time and do it right. About last 3 or 6 months ago now, I came up with a program called Customer Avatar, whereby there's a certain number of amount of products that we want the customer to buy within 3 or 6 months. And when they buy it, we give them an incentive. Do you understand? What give me the initiative? What gave me the skills? What give me the insight to do that is because I have undergone vigorous training when I was with my leader. I developed. So I know what to do right and how to do it right. I know how to do the right thing and how to do it right. So training will make you relevant. Training will build confidence and courage. And training will make you to do the right thing and do the things right. So one of the things and the biggest thing that training is going to build for you is training will bring the best out of you. During the training, when you are participating in the training, what you don't know, what your teacher, your lecturer, even your parents cannot teach you, you will learn everything in training. Now, there are so many terms we develop in network marketing, like OPM, other people's money, OPE, other people's experience, those kind of terms, do we learn it in school? No. Do our parents teach us? No. Where do we learn it? We learn it in training as part of network marketing, free training. So many beyond that terms we have learned so far that when we are saying it, even graduates around us will be looking at us like, how do you arrive to this kind of abbreviation? How do you arrive to this kind of terms? Have you ever said that kind of things around people who are educated than you, and they are looking up to you like, where do you learn this? If you have experienced that, let me see your hand is in the chat box. If you have said some terms that you have learned in training, beside someone that educated than you, and the person is looking like you like, where do you learn this? Have you ever experienced that? Because I experienced that when I was training with my leader. Yes, I am. Okay. Yes. It's only 2%. Okay. Yes. Miriam. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Taiwo. Yes. Okay. No problem. I can see that. So many times, so many things that even the professor cannot discover. In network marketing, we discover those kind of terms. And how do we discover that? When we are doing those kind of teaching ourselves that one-on-one flyers, something will just come as we are explaining that kind of flyers or that kind of one-on-one. Some meaning will just come to you, and we have to give that term the meaning to just make the person understand what you are saying. At the end of the day, we're not starting using that kind of terms. Look at the way we explain cash flow contracts. You understand? When we want to explain cash flow contracts, we start from the law of motion, law of gravity, law of this, law of that. All those kind of law of motion, law of gravity. If you're a science student, you are going to learn those things in physics. But without in science student, without even going to school, once you have already been part of network marketing and you are participating in the training, you are going to learn all those things automatically, and you can be able to explain it for graduate that the person will be looking at you.
Are you still here? We can't hear you clearly. Maybe network.
Yes,
okay,
I'm here.
Good. Okay, good.
I'm here.
Very good.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, clearly. Yeah.
So training is very, very important. Even those, okay, let me take it a bit far outside business. Look at those footballers. Before they become irrelevant, and we are seeing them like a footballer, like a player on the field, see amount of years they will be going individually without somebody telling them to go to the field and go and practicing to become a footballer. Look at those who are into wrestling, who are into boxing, like Bashali, like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua that is taking the medal in the world today. When can we figure out how many years of training he has undergoes, and he has having a lot of injuries, yet he keep going for training regardless of the injury he has, and today we can see him as one of the top medals in the boxers in the boxing web. We can see those Lokosuna or those kind of wrestlers winning the medals in their own wrestler realms. So if you also wanted to become a top leader, or you want to become someone that will be winning or stepping up, you need training. Very, very important, not an optional. Though you can be taking steps, God can bless you. People can be coming into your team. At the end of the day, you are becoming sapphire, you are becoming rubies, you are becoming diamond. But let me tell you, there will be a point of time that we are going to reach some levels that what you refuse to learn, where you are coming from, that level will ask you to give it out. And if you don't have it, you won't be able to move forward. Yes, I'm talking from experience. You won't be able to move forward, or except you give out what you have learned at that particular status you have. And what you don't have, you cannot give. What can you give what you don't have? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Nobody can give what they don't have.
So nobody can give to have what you want to give. So, and what you want to give, you have to go and have it in training. If you don't have it, you won't be able to give it when the nature, when your journey demands for it. So attending training is very, very important. It's from training you are going to learn the importance of personal point. Is that training you are going to learn how to take your next step to manager. Is from that attending that training is how you will learn how to become a director. Is part of is what you are learning. You are going to learn in training is how to show it, how to become a diamond. So if you refuse to go or to participate in all those training, you are still coming back to come and pick what you refuse to learn. Because no matter how you are wise, no matter how you are educated in school, no matter how you are a professor, the truth is the journey of network marketing is quite different. The knowledge in network marketing or in NeoLife is quite different from what you learn in school. Yes, it's quite different. It's quite different. So the training might be physical, the training might be online. Once you hear that there is a training somewhere and you know that you have a chance to participate, don't hesitate. Nothing lost in training. Whatever you learn cannot take away from you any longer. No one can take it away. Like my sponsor should just come now and say, okay, Isha, what you have been learning so far, when when you are building your business with me, when we are sitting together building the business, when I haven't become a server director. Oh yeah, come and give me everything you have learned. Can I give it back?
No way.
No, I can't give it back. There's no how. Even if I want to try to give it back, no way, unless if mommy will cut my head. I'm going to remove my brain because no way. So whatever you have learned is yours. Whatever you have gained in training is yours forever. No one can take it from you. So know this and know peace. The earlier you know the importance of attending or participating in training, the earlier you have peace and you have time, you have freedom in your mind. Don't wait for your leaders to tell you you have to come to training. I don't even like it. When I was by the time I am attending training with mommy, I don't like mommy should call me. The reason why is I always happy when I am going to training because I know that I'm going to participate in one activities. And one of my own mission, like I said on Saturday, is you must have another thing that will be source of motivation. So another why, apart from the monetary aspect of NeoLife. So one of my own why is I want to be seeing myself one day standing in front of people and motivating, and people clap for me. So when I'm going to training, I see myself as someone that want to go and acquire something, which is at that time, I have even been part of leader that no, by the time we do 1, 2, 3 training in a week, Mrs. Bello will give me one topic I'm going to treat. So with that, I don't have any reason not to attend training because one of my why is coming to that at participating in training. We have not been seeing training with something important. You have to start seeing that as important to you. It's not all about until you start making money. When you want to make it, or you start making money, you are going to lose a lot of things, and you might not realize it now. Or what I'm saying now, you might not understand it. But when you become that leader, and what you have to give to your downlines, you don't have it, and that is when you know that training is very, very important. Because among your downline, some people will get into your business that they will wiser than you, they will educated more than you, they will have a certificate more than you, and they will want to ask a question that bigger than you. And if you have already lost your personal development due to lack of training, how will you be able to answer them? How will you be able to create a training them? Okay, let me give you an example. What happened to me? So right now, I'm presently in Lagos. What brought me to Lagos yesterday? I'm going to tell you now. I have a downline that is building. I registered the guy online. Up till now, I've never seen him physically, but we are communicating. The guy creating a Facebook group, and he devoted that group for only super group. The guy have been having a lot of demanding, but they are outside Nigeria, like Zimbabwe. We couldn't have a chances to seal a deal. Then about last week, some people also come across the guy posts on Facebook, and they are companies, a big brand on their own. So the guy passed the man to me to attend. Then I'm communicating with the man through email. Now today, about 3 or 4 days ago, which is on Friday, they demanded for a meeting in Bagada. You see, so if I'm